Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Draft League video, but today it's not the UDL. The UDL has sadly finished. All coaches have left the group chat because of poor communication with certain people. It just wasn't up to stuff, so we decided to move to a new league called the FFPL, and we are with a brand new team. There might be one similar face to my Draft League, but I'm pretty happy with the Liga draft, with the Pokemons that I've drafted in the league, because my draft consists of, as you can see on the screen, of 6, and I'll mention the other 6 that I got: Victini, Hydreigon, Mega Diancie, Tornadus, Registeel, Gastrodon, Galvantula, Hitmonchan, Tapu Bulu, Garbodor, and Tauros. I'm very happy because Tapu Bulu wasn't picked within the first few like going draft in the draft order, so I decided to snatch him up, and I think he'll be a very good asset in the near future. My opponents for this week is the Pittsburgh Steelers, coached by Ryan. His team consists of Kartana, Alolan Ninetales, Zygarde 10%, Hoopa, Pangoro, Alolan Golem, Mega Pinsir, Gyarados, and Buzzwole, and Whimsicott, sorry. He has a very scary team, but the fun fact is the only mon that I actually am afraid of is the Whimsicott. Me and a few friends did some practice battles trying to get my team up to stuff for this game, and the only mon that actually set me back was the Whimsicott. So I was worried that he would bring that this week, and I honestly thought he would bring the Kartana as well because of such an attack of threat to my team. Up first, we have Gastrodon holding the Rindo Berry to stop the grass types from one-shotting it and hopefully hit back with a stronger move. I've Scald for the Alolan Golem, Hidden Power Electric for the Gyarados, Recover as a normal move, Ice Beam for the Whimsicott, the Zygarde, and the Kartana. Honestly, I think if I can live a hit, I can just get that Whimsicott down just because it's such a big threat in the game. Up next, we have Registeel, holding the leftovers, Stealth Rock, Protect, Seismic Toss, Thunder Wave. I felt like once I get rid of the Alolan Golem and Zygarde, I could Thunder Wave anything on his team and nullify any of the choice Scarfers he has, because any of his mons could be choice Scarfed. Sorry again. Up next, we have Velocity of the Victini, holding the Expert Belt because I didn't... Sorry. I didn't want to run Life Orb because there was no point of him getting useless chip damage off. I decided to run Grass Knot precisely for the Alolan Golem. If he was not specially defensive, I could one-shot it. Bolt Strike for the Gyarados, just in case he wants to set up. V-Cray can hit nearly everything like a truck. It does over 50% every single mon on his team, except for, I think, the Alolan Golem. Next one, I have Tornadus holding the Flynium Z, Hurricane, Heat Wave, Knockoff, and Tailwind. Knockoff is especially for the Hoopa, which can one-shot no matter what, because he's not one of his Z users, so unless he's miraculously holding no item, he has a small percentage chance to live a one-shot. I put Tailwind on because if I can get Victini on a Tailwind, something's gonna die. Up next, we have the Mega Diancie, which you have Dazzling Gleam for the Zygarde, Hoopa, Pangoro, and it could one-shot the Kartana because it's so defensively weak. Earth Power for the Alolan Golem, Hidden Power Poison for the Whimsicott, and Diamond Storm just if I want to get a defense boost. It also, I think, nearly one-shots the Gyarados from full. Next, we have Hydreigon, the Choice Scarf holding. He is running Draco Meteor just to hit everything like a truck, bar the 2 fairy types that he has on the team. Flash Cannon for the fairy types. Heat Wave for the Kartana, and U-turn just to get the the upper hand when I need it. I think this is a very strong team. I feel like I have the team that can beat them, and let's get into the gameplay. Alright, as we go into gameplay, we can see his team here. He did not bring the Cartana, which is actually the happiest thing out of the whole thing, because I was pretty scared of Cartana. If he brought that, I think I would have lost, but I had preparations for it. So, my first idea when I was going in was just get Victini in and U-turn, because no matter what, nothing I thought he would lead would outspeed the Victini, and I sort of knew his lead was going to be Golem, so as I change that off, I'll go to slow. I click U-turn, the obvious play, and I go into my Gastrodon because so he doesn't explode, which I thought he was going to do. Then he swaps out to his Whimsicott. I just scald it. And then this is where, like, I think I got the upper hand straight away. I knew I had the Rindo Berry, so I knew it wouldn't kill me. He would get his health back, but I could then take a bit chunk off him. This is what I did not expect. He swapped out into the Zygarde, and I just clicked Ice Beam. One shot. That turn set the toll of the whole game, so I was so happy when I got rid of that Mon. I went into the Registeel because he couldn't touch me, at least with the set that I thought he had. He set up the Aurora Veil, and I think he swapped out into the Gyarados, which I knew that I could Thunder Wave. And I just thought, he can't really do much damage to me, I'm just going to Seismic Toss, see what he wants to do. He decides to Dragon Dance. I take a bit of his health, and I thought he still can't do enough to one-shot me. I need to get rid of this. I shouldn't allow this to set up. So I decided to Seismic Toss again. And thanks to the hail, I only needed to do one more to kill. And I didn't know if he was going to sack it off, if he was trying now to hit. I think he might have had a Z crystal on it. I don't know. I didn't ask him after the game. So here comes power number 1. So out of 3 turns, I've gotten 1 power. It's a high percentage chance, but I felt like it was just the way it is. You click Thunder Wave just to get the paralysis off. He went into Hooper. I knew he wouldn't one-shot me, so I decided to Thunder Wave it. And I just decided then to swap out into Tornadus, which I cleverly named Thunderous because they all look alike. He did a bit of damage. I decided to Tailwind up. I saw the opportunity. And then I swapped back out to Gastrodon. And he then roared me out into my Victini, which I thought, okay, I'll Grass Knot if this is all he's going to do. I actually thought he was going to one-shot. I didn't know he was specially bulky. And he was just being silly and roaring me out. I think he realised he lost after losing 2 of his big offensive threats. So I just knocked him out with a Scald. Cindy getting 2 kills in this game, by the way, which is so great. I just thought I'd go into Registeel. I'll do what I can. Didn't know what he wanted to do to me, so I just clicked Seismic Toss. I don't know what I thought I was going to do. I'm glad I didn't go for the paralysis that time. I think I stayed in and he went out to Hoopa, which was smart because all I was doing was Seismic Tossing. I think I went into Deontay, where I did not know he was guaranteed to one-shot. So I was lucky to get the paralysis off there. But I'm not going to complain, because I just Mega Evolve and click Dazzling Gleam. I knew he was going to do a bit of damage to me, but I wanted just to kill this off. In my opinion, the biggest threat in this whole game was going after this. So I then swapped out because I knew I wasn't going to one-shot Hoopa with anything. So I went out to Cindy. I was willing to sack Cindy off now. I didn't want to go for the 6-0. I didn't want to be anything fancy. I just decided it should go. That was an unlucky para. Just got a little residual damage off. And this is where I got confused as well. I sent Thunder Tornadus in because I was going to sack him off just to get the tailwind off. I didn't find any reason for him to swap. I thought he would just knock me out. I didn't want to do anything. I thought he was just going to knock me out. But then I just clicked the Hurricane. One shot's 9,000 any day of the week, no matter what set it is. Boom. And then he decides to go, and then he finally goes into his Hoopa, where I get a beautiful 5-0 victory. GG's to the Pittsburgh Steelers. It was more my game than his. I felt like I had the upper hand in most of it. I didn't really, even if he got powers, I still had other mons that I could swap to other options, and I felt like I deserved the victory. I don't think he did, though, that he thought so, so GG anyways. I hope you enjoyed the video, and let's keep this win streak going into week 2.